So hi guys, in this tutorial we're going to turn these cuffed joggers into straight leg joggers. I'm going to show you how you can do that. This is going to be a really quick tutorial, so let's jump into it. I'll put the things that you need for this tutorial on the screen. The start of our show today is this seam ripper. If you don't have one already, you can literally get it from pretty much any sewing supply store. So to start off, I'm grabbing the first jogger leg. And I'm taking my seam ripper, and the aim is we're trying to detach this bottom section from the rest of the jogger leg, and to do that I'm going to use my seam ripper and rip out all of the seams that are connecting or attaching it. So I'm picking up about 2 to 3 threads at a time and just running my seam ripper up and pushing up to make sure that it kind of snaps those threads. I'm doing that all the way around, and as I do that it will slowly start to detach itself. All I'd say is try not to get a hole in it like I somehow managed to do, but yeah, all you want to do is go around and rip out the rest of those threads. So it's detached itself. I've just pulled it a tiny bit after taking out all the threads. And then what I'm going to do, so I don't need this piece anymore, so I'm just going to throw that away. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out the excess threads here until it looks kind of like a clean kind of stitch, or clean hem, or clean raw edge. And then this is what we'll be left with. So I've done it for one leg. I'm going to go ahead and do it for the other leg now, and then I'm going to come back and talk through the next steps. So now both of the jogger legs have been uncuffed, as you can see. I'm just going to do a double check to make sure that the hem is as neat as possible, so taking away or cutting away any of those flyaways or small threads that we don't want. And the next thing we want to do is hem the bottom of the joggers. So to do that, I'm folding it in by 1/2 inch. I'm kind of guessing what that point is for me, so I'm folding it in by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to pin all the way around. And again, I'm doing that for both of the legs that I have for the joggers. So I'm pinning on the right side because we'll be stitching this way. So I'm going ahead and making sure that I pin the rest of it down. So we have successfully pinned all around both of those legs. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my sewing machine, and we're going to use a twin needle to hem this, and we're doing that so that the inside of the joggers, so as you can see I'm using 1/2 inch seam allowance, but as I hem it, it's going to encase in that little raw edge there, so it looks as neat as possible. That way you don't need the serger, you can do it on your sewing machine and still get a very neat result. If you guys need a demo on how to use twin needles, make sure you check out this shorts video, but I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to start here, so that way I can start and end here, so it looks seamless in terms of where we started and ended the hem. In case you want to use it as a guide, my stitch length was about 2.5 and my tension was 4, and I use a straight stitch as well. This is the inside, but you can see that the raw edge isn't showing, or is barely showing, because we've used the twin needle, so it's kind of encasing in like the raw stitch, which is exactly what we want. If you do have any excess that kind of didn't get encased with that stitch, you can just grab your scissors and trim that off, and it should be all good. And then we're just going to repeat and hem the other leg. So this is the end result. As you can see at the bottom, I didn't even make these for me, but they look so cute that I think I'm going to do a few more with that other joggers that I have. So yeah, let me know if you did enjoy this video, and make sure you watch this next one.